Bitcoin got rejected from our resistance zone right here. We had a rising channel. We broke down to this rising channel, and right now Bitcoin is showing a reaction at a very specific price level I have been mentioning in yesterday's video. But guys, although Bitcoin is breaking down right here, the crypto markets in general might not be that bearish overall, but are actually quite bullish. And we are going to have a talk about that in today's video. I want to show you some different charts as well. So for example, this chart is very interesting right now. It's the Bitcoin dominance chart, which is breaking down, showing us that liquidity is going to altcoins in the crypto markets. That is a very important signal right now. And we have some charts like this one, Ethereum against Bitcoin, which is trying to continue its uptrend. And we have another chart of an altcoin which is almost or at the edge of breaking out right here. So I'm going to share this with you too, guys. Then guys, before we are jumping into the Bitcoin charts, I want to remind every single one of you that right now there are two major bonuses going on, one over on the Bybit platform and one over on the Femix exchange. And these bonuses you can claim if you sign up using my affiliate link down below. And on Bybit you can get a bonus of $600 and you will get a 10% discount on your fee the first month that you are using Bybit. And on the Femix platform there is a major bonus going on where you can get an additional bonus of $1,100. So for all the traders out there, you can find my affiliate links down below. And most of these people, most of the traders out there, they know Bybit and Femix as platforms where you can trade perpetual contracts, where you can trade Bitcoin and a variety of altcoins with leverage. However guys, both of them are offering trading on the spot market too, and both of them are offering a couple of trading pairs to trade on the spot market with 0% fees, even if you use market orders. So that is actually quite interesting, guys. So for everybody who's interested in that, you can find my affiliate link down below this video. Then guys, I would appreciate it very much if you would drop a like down below this video. That would be very much appreciated. And I want to thank everybody for the past couple of videos, guys, for all the nice comments that I've been receiving. I know a lot of you guys are watching my videos and are not commenting, and that's completely fine, but I do really appreciate to see now and then a comment, because it also gives me a better connection with you, because the majority are just watching the videos, right, and I don't have too much direct interaction with, but I always really enjoy to read all of your comments. That's just something I wanted to say today. And yeah, I really appreciate the comments I've seen over the past couple of days. Now guys, let's finally jump into the Bitcoin price action. So what we are seeing right now with Bitcoin, well, we had this bounce. We were expecting this bounce already for quite some time. It was, yeah, quite a big bounce. We've set a new higher high. That is very nice, but right now we got rejected at the resistance, which is very logical. Even though if Bitcoin would continue to look bullish, right, it would make sense to get a rejection at some point where we have resistance. That was $42,000, and that is a level I've been mentioning so often before, because $42,000 right here has been showing a lot of significance in the past. It has been acting as resistance before, so it makes sense that we get rejected from this level. And right now the big question is, of course, whether this rejection will result in a continuation of this downtrend right here, or whether this rejection will result in setting a higher low and eventually continuing that uptrend. Well, like I mentioned in yesterday's video, guys, we are seeing, or like the last level we actually want to see Bitcoin go in order to set that higher low, in order to still continue to look bullish, is 32,500 approximately right now. But basically it's going to be this level right here, the former resistance of this descending channel. If that level cannot act as support and Bitcoin would break back into it, then that would be very bearish. That would show a lot of weakness for the price of Bitcoin, guys. And another reason, and not a lot of people are talking about this actually, but another reason why 42,000 was such a significant level where we got rejected from is due to the fact that it has been resistance from this declining resistance right here. If we connect these two highs in the Bitcoin price, then we can see that we actually have some form of a declining resistance coming in right here. And guys, this level can help us predict the next rally in the Bitcoin price. So if Bitcoin wants to make the next rally, we need to break above this declining resistance in the Bitcoin price. So here we created that declining resistance basically, and right there we have that confluence with this trend line and with $42,000 with the previous high right here showing a lot of significance. So this is going to be an interesting pattern forming in the Bitcoin price where we have a declining resistance, and if Bitcoin wants to continue a rally, it's nice to see a breakout right here, retest, and that might be a signal that we can see a further rally in the Bitcoin price. So this is another trend line that I'm watching, but for now I definitely expect Bitcoin to continue to see lower levels, to set that higher low, and until we are seeing that clear reversal and are going to go for another test, I will be slightly bearish in the immediate short-term time frame, but in the mid and long-term time frame, guys, things are actually still looking very good. And let me first show you the levels that I'm watching right now in the short-term time frame before we are going into these different charts. Well, in yesterday's video, guys, I've been stating that if we lose 39,500, the next level to watch in the price is 37,500, and the reason I came to that level is due to the fact if we measure the Fibonacci retracement tool from the bottom right here till the top, then we can see that that was approximately the 38.20%, was slightly above 37,600, and so far Bitcoin is seeing a reaction from this level. That is also very logical, right? To see a reaction, might see a bounce back to 39,500, get a rejection and see lower levels before we can really set that higher low, maybe at $35,000, maybe at $32,500. Really depends on Bitcoin. We do have a CME gap at opening at 32,500, so that would be an extra reason for the price of Bitcoin to reach that level. That is something just to take in mind, right? If you have a high leverage long position right now and your liquidation price or your stop loss would be below 32,500, you might want to take profits already right now if you, for example, longed at the breakout right here. That's just something to take in mind, right? And reposition yourself once Bitcoin is seeing that lower level. It really depends on your strategy. I'm just here to show the significant levels that we can see in the Bitcoin price. So after we break 37,600 approximately, the 38.20% Fibonacci level, I expect that the next major level is going to be $35,000. We could see a reaction at $36,000 because it is the 50% Fibonacci level, but I do think that 35,000, because it has been showing a lot of significance in the past, 35,000 is going to be a very important level for Bitcoin. And like I said in previous videos, it is possible we go below that, and it is possible to still touch this trend line. However, guys, if we are doing that, if Bitcoin were to come down to touch that trend line, we really want to see that in a quick move. So we don't want to see Bitcoin coming down right here, breaking $35,000 and just like hang around this range for a period of time. We don't want that. We want Bitcoin to come down. 35,000 is going to be a very important level. If we were to see Bitcoin to go to lower levels, we in the best case scenario want to see that as a quick move. So quickly dip into the 61.80% or quickly dip into that filling the gap kind of style, 32,500, and then quickly get bought up again and set that higher low. So that is what I'm basically watching in the Bitcoin price. So I think the formation right now in the immediate short-term time frame is still slightly bearish because we got rejected from that resistance. I will turn bullish the moment Bitcoin is breaking above this declining resistance. That would be a clear signal that Bitcoin is turning bullish again. I still do expect that the scenario of Bitcoin setting a higher low right here and continue this uptrend is higher than that we are going to see Bitcoin setting new lows. But one major signal for that is as well, guys, which I've been pointing out yesterday, that is the 21-week EMA. If we were to get a weekly close this week below the 21-week EMA, then that is also another signal which goes into our basket of bearish signals. That is just something to take in mind. So all in all, Bitcoin is still looking healthy, it's still looking good, but we want to see some signals being confirmed during the coming days right here, but also in the weekly close, which are going to be important. Then guys, I want to bring you to the next chart in the Bitcoin price, and that is the Bitcoin dominance. And the Bitcoin dominance, I have been talking about the Bitcoin dominance in my previous videos as well. And what I've been saying is that, what we are seeing right here could be a retracement, and we could be seeing a further decline in the Bitcoin dominance, which means that liquidity in the general crypto markets will be flowing from Bitcoin into altcoins. And that also means that the money is being made in altcoins. So what we are seeing right here is we have seen quite a big of a drop in the Bitcoin dominance already. Right here, pattern-wise, we formed a rising wedge pattern. We had a fake out to the upside, so we broke out to the upside, but we failed to hold that. And this is actually a bearish sign when we are seeing a failed attempt of breakout. And most of the time, that is already a small confirmation, or at least a big signal telling us already that most likely we will break below the support of the pattern. And that is exactly what we did. We had that fake out to the upside, and eventually we broke below the uptrending support, which is basically showing us, this chart is basically telling us that the liquidity from Bitcoin is running into altcoins. And that is not really happening if Bitcoin would look extremely bearish, because normally, guys, when Bitcoin would look extremely bearish right before Bitcoin is going to see a massive dump, for example, we are seeing the Bitcoin dominance increase due to this uncertainty that is going on in the markets. But right now it's not the case. We are seeing the Bitcoin dominance decrease, breaking down of a pattern, which means that there is still a lot of confidence in the markets, and that investors and traders right now are speculating in these crypto markets, which is perfectly good sign of where we are right now in this bull market. So this is a very interesting development, right? The lower the Bitcoin dominance, the more speculation is going on. Actually, the more bullish people are on crypto in general. And then let's have a look at a couple of cryptos. First of all, let's have a look at Ethereum in the Bitcoin comparative. This one we have been trading, right? We have seen a nice breakout. We came down. We have seen a retest of the previous high right here at approximately 0.063,750 Bitcoin. We got that retest. We got a nice bounce so far. So this looks for a continuation, and we might see, guys, a acceleration in this in this trading pair, so that we have a breakout, we have a retest, and that we are sooner or later going to see acceleration. Similar things like we have seen in the past with Ethereum, that right here, for example, we had a pump, consolidate. Once we broke out to the upside, we saw a acceleration, and Ethereum eventually went to a blow off top event against Bitcoin, something we could be seeing right here as well, where we have a pump, consolidation, and once we are breaking out, we are going to the final stage of this bull market, which means a high amount of speculation going on. Of course, a lot of liquidity going into Ethereum, like we have seen in the previous bull market. So we could be seeing in the coming months here, guys, a accelerated move of Ethereum, and eventually Ethereum topping out against Bitcoin. Okay, so that is one of the scenarios that I'm watching for Ethereum. Then I want to have a look with you guys at the following chart, and this is Dogecoin against Bitcoin, and this is actually looking quite interesting. And guys, the reason why I think Dogecoin is so interesting is because the pattern that we are seeing is actually quite bullish, and a lot of things in this chart are actually lining up quite nice. Let me explain to you what I mean with that. So first of all, we have seen a lot of attention, a lot of hype going into Dogecoin in the past in this bull run in general, right? We have seen Elon Musk tweeting about it all the time, and we have just seen a lot of liquidity going into Dogecoin during these pumps. So there was a lot of interest by the public, interest by traders to go into Dogecoin. And right here, Dogecoin topped out at approximately 1,287 Satoshis. We have seen the top, and eventually Dogecoin just seen a retracement, right? We have seen a retracement against Bitcoin. Then guys, the interesting thing about this retracement right here is if we measure the Fibonacci retracement tool from the bottom right here till the top of this move, then we can see that we retraced exactly to the 61.80%, which is normally the level where we are seeing retracements to. And another interesting thing, guys, right here is that the pattern that we are seeing during this retracement is a falling wedge pattern. And normally a falling wedge pattern is a continuation pattern, which means that we have an uptrend, falling wedge, which is often a retracement, and then we break out to the upside and we can continue this uptrend. So that is another interesting signal that we are seeing right here in the Dogecoin chart. Then when we bring out the momentum indicators, because these need to line up too with the story that we are seeing in this chart, then we can see actually something similar. And the RSI for me is looking actually very interesting, the MACD too, but the RSI relative strength index is looking very interesting. We had actually from this peak right here in April 2021, we had a declining resistance on the RSI. And look guys, the significance when we set that higher high and lower high in the RSI, how that signaled us that this was a trend reversal. So that is very powerful of the RSI, guys. We can early on spot trend reversals where we are seeing these divergences on like higher time frames right here on the daily time frame. And then eventually we went into this falling wedge pattern. And during, actually from right here, April 2021, we had a declining resistance on the relative strength index, on the momentum indicator. And right now what we are seeing is that we already broke the declining resistance in the RSI. And actually what we also did, we backtested that declining resistance back as support. And what we often see, guys, is that we are seeing breakouts in the RSI earlier than in the price. So this could be an early signal that we are going to see Dogecoin breaking out to the upside right here and might continue its uptrend in the Bitcoin comparative during the final phase of the bull market that we might be in right now. Do take in mind, guys, I want to be very clear about this. I'm not a fan of holding altcoins for the long term. I'm personally holding not any altcoin for the longer term time frame. I'm only trading altcoins to accumulate more Bitcoin. So I wouldn't be hodling Dogecoin forever. I would just trade this move just in order to gain more Bitcoin and to take advantage of these hypes, of these swings that are occurring in the markets, right? That's basically what you should do as a trader. So I want to be clear about that, because if we are going to enter the latest phase of a bull market, guys, then it is possible that we are going to see one last leg right here in Dogecoin, one last wave to the upside, and eventually after Bitcoin is peaking out, all of the altcoins, what we have seen in previous bull markets, that is my argument, they are losing 80 to 90 to sometimes 98% of their value against Bitcoin. So in a bear market, of when we are seeing the big top occur in Bitcoin, afterwards you don't want to hold altcoins, because in bear markets they will bleed way more in the Bitcoin comparative and sometimes even lose like 90 to 95% of their valuation. So that's also the reason why I'm not basically holding altcoins for the longer term time frame. It's too big of a gamble to invest in them for a longer term time frame. However, to use them to trade these swings to accumulate more Bitcoin is actually perfect and is a very good way to earn more Bitcoin. So guys, let me know what you think right now is going to happen with the crypto markets. Do you think that everything is looking bullish due to the fact that the Bitcoin dominance is still decreasing? Do you think that altcoins are looking bullish? Are there any altcoins you want me to take a look at? Drop them in the comment section below, guys. That would be a fun thing to do. Then for the traders out there, guys, who are interested in trading Dogecoin or trading Ethereum, you can do that all over on the Bybit and on the Femix platform. And if you use my affiliate link to sign up on Bybit, you can get a $600 bonus and a 10% discount off your fees. For the first month that you are using Bybit. And if you sign up on the Femix platform using my affiliate link down below, you can get an additional bonus of $1,100. Then guys, I want to wish every single one of you an awesome day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.